What would you guys think if I started out this podcast with like some really sick rap beats? Yeah, I think about doing things all the time that I never do. But in my mind, that would be amazing if I had that skill. Anyhow, welcome back to the Wolf and Iron Podcast. You're tuning into a Truck Talk Thursday episode. I'm Mike Yarbrough. I'm the guy driving the truck and talking to you guys. So it is aptly named. Today I want to be talking to you guys about the long road culture, shortcut culture, and those kinds of things. And a few things have really kind of brought this just to my mind recently. So a little bit of a background here. The Wolf and Iron store, before it was the store, was actually the Wolf and Iron blog and podcast, and it was hosted on WordPress. And for you non-techie people, WordPress is a platform where you can host things, basically pages, and put stuff on them, like blogs and podcasts and whatever else. And it's an awesome system. There's nothing wrong with WordPress. But we wanted to have the store as being kind of more of the forefront. We wanted to have more of the sales engine and stuff like that up front there. And honestly, blogs are pretty basic. I mean, it's just text, and podcast is the same way. It's not a whole lot going on there. You just kind of throw some stuff on the screen, and it just works. But ever since we've moved from WordPress to Shopify, and Shopify is basically a store hosting kind of platform, our organic traffic has just declined steadily over the last year or so. This means that all those hundreds of articles and however many podcast episodes we have out there, people aren't finding on Google for any number of reasons. It could be the fact that something's changed in the format of from one platform to another as we copied over content. It could be that Google's changed its algorithm, and so we're just not tracking as high. It could be things just that resonated with guys, 4 or 5 years ago aren't resonating with people. They're not searching for the same words in the same way, and so we've got some work to do there. Well, one of the best ways to figure out how to get your search engine optimization up is to go look at your competitors and see what they're doing and what's working well, what's popular. And so, of course, we're kind of a cross between like an Art of Manliness, Order of Men, beard oil site, and some other things. And so there's probably 3 or 4 different people in the space that I'm looking at that I think are doing a good job, and that I want to see what's winning for them, what's working for them. And there are tools out there where you can basically go and say, plug in somebody's website and tell me what their top pages are, right? What's really bringing them traffic and how much traffic are they getting? And almost without fail, every single one of my competitors' sites, the articles that are doing the best are the things that are like the 5 tips for doing X, Y, and Z. 10 ways to get to, better abs or something like that. That's not really any of my competitors, but you get what I'm saying. It's always the, nice and tidied up little articles. And I haven't done a lot of writing lately, but I love to write. I love to tell stories. I love to kind of draw things out. And it doesn't suit very well for the blogging industry in terms of search engine optimization and that kind of stuff. I'll usually have a clever title for something, like, for example, for this episode of the podcast, it's called Long Road Culture, but it really should be something titled like How to Get More Out of Life by Taking Your Time, right? But that's just too on the nose for me. I don't like that. But it would do a lot better in the search engines. And so we're going to go back and actually redo some of our old articles and rename them and see what kind of response we get from that. So it's good from a marketing standpoint, but it basically points to the fact that this is what people are looking for. This is what people want. People want the shortcuts. Give me the quickest way. Give me the pill. Give me how do I get from A to Z without having to go through all the letters in between? And, there's an aspect of this where we're all trying to do this. Even if we read a big book on how to do something, we're still trying to shortcut our way there, right? If I want to read 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, or How to Win Friends and Influence People, whatever it may be that I'm reading, I'm trying to read something that's going to give me the bits that I need, kind of fill in the blanks so that I can be better at whatever the case is. But the problem is that there are certain things in life we can only achieve when we take the long road, right? Health is a great example of this. I know so many people, January 1st comes around, they start some kind of new diet fad, they're fasting, or they're drinking juices, or they're on some kind of supplemental thing, or, they're going crazy intense at the gym, and they've not actually changed who they are, right? The long road of staying in health basically means that for the rest of your life, you're not going to eat crap. I mean, you might eat some crap here and there, but you're not going to eat it very often, right? You're going to be someone who is movement oriented, someone who likes to lift weights, someone who likes to get out and go for a walk and rather instead of veg in front of the TV, right? These are long road decisions. There's no shortcut to it. Shortcut's just going to get you shortcut things. So how do we develop a long road mindset? And how do we know the difference between a shortcut that's actually causing our mind to be weaker, causing our patience to be thinner? We're not able to develop character that we would normally develop on a long road solution. How are we able to tell the difference between shortcuts and the long road? I don't think we can always know it in the moment, but I think it starts with a desire, a valuing of the longer path. Take, for example, something simple. We probably do this all day long. Microwaves versus toaster ovens versus the skillet versus whatever. I see my kids, they heat up food in the most disgusting ways. They will microwave something like chicken nuggets. Okay, let me tell you guys how this works here. All right, you take chicken nuggets that are already pre-made for you. They're already battered and all this other kind of stuff. So the vast majority of the work has been done for you. This is a great thing. And then they take them and then they put them in the microwave where they just go from frozen to soggy and warm. No. Now, the right way to do this, you might nuke it for 30 seconds to kind of get, the little bit of the frost out. But then you throw them in the toaster oven or you throw them in the oven, right? Now, some of you guys are going to deep fry them. I don't go that far. But the point is, there's a little bit of a long road process here. And the result is that you got this crunchy outside. You got, a chicken nugget that doesn't look like somebody just dropped it in the toilet. A little bit of long road kind of thinking, right? It's valuing that kind of stuff. Now, when you tell your kids these types of things, when I tell my boys, hey, look, why don't you just throw that in the oven? It takes too long. Yeah, but it's going to be so much better. Yeah, but it just takes too long. Well, what else are you doing? I mean, you're kids. You're not doing anything else the rest of your day. Take the time to do it, right? And of course, when I make chicken nuggets, they love them. It starts by loving trusting the process and loving the outcome of long road results. The same could be true with anything. Gift buying. It could be true with gas fireplaces versus wood burning fireplaces. We've converted years ago we converted our gas fireplace over to wood burning because we like the long road approach. We like to go and actually get the wood and split the wood and stack the wood and let it season and then bring it in, and burn it in the fireplace. There's something really, really pleasing about that. It's something that's at that final, day of, when it's December or, here I'm in the South, so let's say February, when it actually snows for the first time, and it gets cold enough to actually burn something in the fireplace. That's a good feeling. And the kids go out there and they get their stuff and they bring it in. I don't know what point I got to stop calling my boys kids, because one's 16, the other one's 19, but they're my kids. But it starts with really just valuing it. I want to take the long road home. I want to do things. I want to take the scenic route, those kinds of things. And I think that if we begin to just apply that in more areas in life, actually apply it probably in more areas than we think we should, we're going to be ahead in things. Because here's the thing, guys. The reality is, we've been given so many shortcuts already that if we decide to take the long road on everything, we're still coming out way ahead from where our ancestors were, because things are so much more efficient. Things are so much more easier now. We actually have to work to put in the things that are going to take extra time. They're going to allow us to have enjoyment through the process, to build character, to really experience life, to really be present with the things that we're doing. I think that's one of the things that shortcut thinking robs us of. Things go by so fast, we don't really get a chance to be present with it. And, we learn some things by being in the here and being in the now. So take up a long road culture. Try to avoid the shortcuts whenever you can. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. If you have any, let me know. Throw it out as a question for the guys at the Wolf and Iron community. Head over to wolfandiron.com/the group. If you're not a member there, you probably should be. We've got almost 3,000 guys now. We're about to tip the scales. Probably by the time you listen to this, we'll be well over 3,000. And 3,000 men who are heeding the high call in their lives. Just really investing into each other, adding good perspective, good input, good insights, asking good questions, sharing their lives, making you proud. It's not the crap that you see on the news where it's some guy did something stupid and everybody's an idiot and that kind of stuff. We don't do that there. This is uplifting things, guys. You want to be part of it. wolfandiron.com/the group. Until next time, talk to you later.